Spoilers up, reversers out on that E175. Hello to everyone, welcome. We did start a bit early because there is a Valaris special livery on final 418 right that I do want to catch. I don't know if it's still on the plane, but according to flight radar, it's on there. So I guess let's find out. It's still on there, I think. Looks like that's the Superman livery. Spoilers up, reversers out on that A321neo. Quite an interesting one. Off to Turkish. The Dreamliner coming in from Istanbul, landing on 17 center on the east side. It'll be making its way over here to the west side. The international terminal, Terminal D here at DFW, is in fact on the west side. And we do, and I'll repeat this one again, the A380 is back there at DFW, Terminal D, the corner gate we all know and love. It is there. Taxiing in front of it is American Airlines 2767, a 777-200 off to Los Angeles. Hopefully, if I can withstand the heat and everything, hopefully we'll see that one depart later tonight. Spoilers up, reversers out on that CRJ 700 coming in from South Bend. SkyWest 6259. Welcome Bill Caldem. Welcome Kevin Kelly. Welcome Josh Aldrich. Hopefully everyone's having a phenomenal Friday. Very short distance between the two arrivals. We already have an E175 coming in. Spoilers up, reversers out on that E175 Envoy 4122 coming in from Wilmington. I'm going to stay here because eventually we'll get the A321 departing in the shot. Headed to San Diego, what you guys hear. do have that 777 off to Los Angeles coming over here for a west side departure on 18 right. There's the triple. Say 777, you're not quite on the runway yet. This one's a turn and burn. I think it already got clearance to take off. Oh, a national 747 down there. Hold on. What is it doing down there? When did this one come in? This one came in on the east side. When? When did you come in? What? Welcome NoCal, welcome to me too, Shu, welcome, how are we? Wait, what is this one doing down here? I've only seen this one other time here at Dallas. would have seen this one if it landed on the east side. The Turkish Dreamliner was pretty obvious. I don't know. Where did this one coming in from? Let's see. Dang, came in from Barbados. We quite literally just don't, I don't know. I don't know. This is a rare one. I don't think I've ever seen a flight path like that here. Well, I'll need to look up the registration. Once it turns, I'll be able to see the registration. I need to see when this one's planning to depart. Actually, I could probably check. Maybe it wasn't planned to be here. Hold on. Still there? Yeah. Dude. Camera, please. Dude, I don't know. It's not the Aerologic flight. This one just quite literally wasn't scheduled, like, at all. I don't know. Stealth. I need to see where, like, the registration. See what it had planned, at least according to Flight Radar. Here. Can I make out a registration? Right there. Nah, there's no way. Heat haze is too strong. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing here. Well, this 737's been here for quite a long time, since we began setting up. I don't know what's going on with that one. How it got to rise from the ashes. We will. Okay, well, I thought I was gonna find this one and see what was going on, but it's no longer on the radar. So we'll go to the beautiful Alaskan 737-900 off to Seattle. We used to have a flight to Portland. Do we still have that? Is there still a flight to Portland with Alaska? Do I have a setup like Walt? I think Walt's setup is a little bit more extensive than mine is, but you know, we still got a pretty nice setup. It's trippy. Let's see if I can find Finnair. Before this one takes off. Yeah, probably not. When does it due? I don't even know when it's due. If I knew when it was due, that would help. Oh, what is this? Looks like we have a repositioning flight lit up at Terminal D. American 9788 headed off to Phoenix. Sounds like a repositioning flight to me. Let's see if I'll get the arrival as well. Spoilers up, reverses out on that American. Oh, quite the zoom out. I think I turned fast zoom off. I told y'all the Dreamliner would make an appearance here. No. Sun glare is tough. And heat. Sun glare and heat. Two of the negative qualities of the sun. The rest are chill, you know. Actually, maybe the rays that give you sun cancer, the UV rays. Maybe those ones are also. The rest is good though, you know. Tan and heat in a measurable size. Light, you know. It's so weird to me that there's an A380 here. Spoilers up, reversers out. I'm so used to that gate just being literally empty. Also, so I was here, was it Monday? Is that when that happened? One of these triples are gonna move soon. Was Monday? Yeah, Monday was the 11th. Yeah. So on Monday, I overheard someone saying that Emirates also wants to bring their A380. I'm down. Wouldn't really, you know, help us per se with our stream, but good for DFW. That's for sure. Ooh, the 737's moving. I want to see how Terminal F is going along. Oh. Spoilers up, reversers out on this 737-800. Look at Terminal F coming along very well, coming in from San Salvador, that 737, flight 380. So, is that part of Terminal F over there? Am I supposed to see the edge of it? Like the corner? Oh, that's a new piece. Got you. Yeah, that's all Terminal F right there. So they got most of the glass in. That's very nice. They're saying by the end of 2025. That's what they're saying. We have an A321 from San Jose, California, flight 2834. Following it is a E170 from Waco, envoy 3428. Those are the two arrivals we have lined up right now. In the meantime, though, I actually want to find where this Finnair flight is. It can't be that far. I thought it was due at like 7. Literally in 10 minutes. What do we think? Is DFW going to make Terminal F an international terminal or not? Spoilers up, reversers out. In my opinion, that's what they need to do. If I was head of DFW, that's what I would do. I think I'd leave Terminal D for American Airlines. Terminal F is all international, just like international carriers. I think that would be so cool. Knowing DFW Airport, probably not, but we would become a very, very big hub for air travel in general if we just made a little bit more room for international flights. It'll be strictly American Airlines? That's so dumb. Fine then. What I think should happen then is move American Airlines international operations to Terminal F and make Terminal D strictly international carriers. We need to. We need to. Like, it's mandatory. Every large air travel hub has an international terminal for like international carriers. You know, LA has Tom Bradley. SFO has their international terminal. That has nothing to do with United. JFK, obviously. Newark. Miami. Spoilers up, reversers out. I don't know about Boston. I think they do, but I don't know. I can't say for a fact. Ah, Finnair got delayed. Why is that, Finnair? You are at 41,000 feet. Dude. I'll make this just literally. Oh. Did I just make my life a lot easier or harder? Is that the question? Oh, I made it. Yeah, a little bit harder. That's good. Alright, where are you? It makes sense. They're fixing those confusing. You know, so on the flight to, I went to Paris a month ago. So I was like, they hadn't started the construction yet, you know, and it was my first time me behind the wheel driving in the airport, you know. and the signage wasn't so clear. In other words, it said next exit was Terminal D, but when you have exits one after the other, you always have it like next exit and then there's the exit now sign. And there wasn't, and so I kind of had to like last minute, you know, very quickly get into the exit lane, or else I literally just would have missed Terminal D. So I'm hoping that with these right hand ramps comes actual good signage. Not a huge ask, just a basic one. I'm not supposed to guess. I feel like if I'm, you know, driving, like literally anywhere, you know, if I'm on a highway, it always gives me when the exit is. No, and for terminals A, B, and C, there actually was. Like maybe they just like lost the sign, maybe the sign fell in one of the crazy storms. I don't know, but that was not spoilers up, reversers out. That was crazy. Like, I also thought about it. They have to do all these new ramps. This is literally a new terminal. Well, they didn't have to do the new ramps, but it certainly helps them to do the new ramps. Like, you're already gonna add a ramp, so there's already gonna be construction, so just take advantage of it and do the construction you've been meaning to do. That's what I think. Yeah, actually, with our camera, we can see the detours. You can see a sign. That orange shot. Whoa! That orange sign there is just telling you, yeah, you can't actually exit here. So, hopefully they'll be done soon. And is that smoke? It's not. This is the 777, the repositioning flight. Bro. Yo, what have I done here? Flight 9788 off to Phoenix. 777-200 ER. There needs to be a new fleet of heavy aircraft for American. Like they're actually pushing like serious age. The average for that 777-200 ER that they have is like 22 years old. The average age of the fleet for not Turkish. For Qatar is probably like 5 years old. Also, I didn't realize this. You know, I see a lot of videos of like people going on like United and Delta flights, and they're getting like trading cards. I didn't really think too much of it. Like, yeah, that's sick and whatever. But you know, like I wasn't like persistent on having to get one. So I didn't really think much of it, and in turn, I didn't really think about the lack, like the fact that American Airlines didn't have trading cards, so it didn't really bother me. But my friend came back from Boston, spoilers up, reversers out on Delta, and so he got the trading cards, and he got me one, which by the way, I didn't even ask for it. That was pretty sick. And then I was like, yo, imagine American had this. That'd be so sick. That would be unreal. That arrival that we just saw, 737 coming in from Mexico, flight 2868. We have departure action. Spoilers up, reversers out. No, yeah, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to film, to be honest. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to film. My arm. Huh? My arm. The vaccine literally killed me, dude. It's crazy. I got like the, you know, I went to my annual checkup for the doctor, and so I had to get some vaccines and whatever. So I didn't think much of it, you know. I'm not like I don't really care about vaccines and shots and whatever. So there were two. So they gave me one on my right and one on my left. The one on my right, I never knew it existed. Besides the Band-Aid. That was it, like, nothing. I don't feel anything. And then on my left, it is just constant pain. Like normal, you know, vaccine pain, but I don't know. Spoilers up, reversers out. It's crazy. Triple on the move. Phoenix. If this is a flight to Phoenix, this should be on the west. Keyword should. Can't confirm anything, unfortunately. Interesting to see an Air Canada flight. I guess, you know, Dallas is one of the last airports to get suspended operations, obviously with the strike going on. Flights are just getting, you know, canceled. I know tomorrow probably there's no flights, but we're a day before and they said that they were going to start ramping down operation to prepare. And I haven't seen anything happen with our flights yet, so that's fine. You know, the DFW still has Terminal D, or DFW still has Air Canada. More correct. Yeah, it was required. Dude, I haven't seen this one in a minute. Oh man. Flashbacks. That'll be real. China Airlines cargo flight 5265. The Queen of the Skies lit up here in the cargo terminal, headed back to Anchorage. I have not seen a China Airlines cargo in a while, dude. It's been a minute. Nah, this repositioning flight, if it goes east, that's actually just like, that's just hate. Like, Phoenix on the map is like west of us. At least the ground ops knows what it's doing, at least. That would have sucked if it went to the east side. I would have actually been confused. What's this? A320. Oh. We're moving. Is the China Airlines cargo moving? Sure. I think so. I think it's moving. Welcome, want to get up, go ahead, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you are having a good evening, good Friday evening. I know Ozzy Dad is. It's Friday. For me, it's a lesser because it's my last Friday of summer, so. Huh? Yeah. Well, Friday's always happy, but it's a lesser, you know. Last week I was ecstatic. This week it's chill, you know. Oh, are we? We're chill. Oh, that's United, yo. You know, I always think about it. Is it more worth it to keep the stream on a heavy, or would the stream instead, until the heavy departs, want to see like 20 American Eagle flights? I don't know, you know. Spoilers up, reversers out. Triple. We have a Dreamliner lit up at Terminal D, flight 963, headed to Sao Paulo. Long pause. You can't hate a Friday, you know. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where obviously when you're younger, going back to school, if you love school, then you're chill, you know, but if you don't, then end of summer always it's hard. But it's fine, you know. You after going through so much school, you kind of get used to it at this point, you know. The beginning of summer, always fun, always ecstatic. And then the second August 1st hits, you're already back to like counting down the days. Had a better golf game. So, you know, my friends are actually friends. I have a few friends that are into golf. So like they kind of self-taught themselves. So they took me once out to the range, tried to teach me, did pretty well. And then like 3 days ago I went to Top Golf, and I guess I didn't really pick up from anything they taught me. I was doing real bad. The thing is, if I'm doing bad, I always try to not do the worst. Like, I don't care if I'm second to last or... I don't care if I'm second to last or third to last. That's not what bothers me, but being last bothers me. You know what I'm talking about? What am I studying still in high school? Soon off to college though, soon. Should I lower the bitrate? Here. Would y'all enjoy if I lowered the bitrate? Less lag, in other words. Here, let's see if I can. We're just gonna do it by a little bit. This one's gonna be really light. This one's a repositioning, so let's see how early this one takes off. I expect in front of the A380 at Terminal D it'll lift its nose. Usually back in the day, oh wow, even before. Back when I used to consistently stream 3 times a week, we would see a lot of times the repositioning flight, not this one, we would see to Tulsa to go to the maintenance hangar. It was always, you know, cool to see the light departures. It's like a heavy, but it's light. Topgolf is different than outside, yes. Is the Queen on the move? Not yet. Soon. Yo, what is this United doing? Hold on. Spoilers up, reversers out on the 737. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Is this A320 gonna become an American Airlines? Imagine it just becomes an American jet. No, I think it's just taken the different route to 18 left today. Quite the weird one, I'll say. does this feel so dark? Am I tripping? Hold on, I want to see something. How dark it gets. Why does it get so dark? Imagine they switch this to North Flow. Enjoyed day 3 landing. Walt was live out here. We just came to film and then I uploaded it later. Obviously, you know, when you post later and when it's all edited and everything, it looks 150 times better than it does when you're live. But yeah, that was one beautiful A380 landing. Oh, something's in my eye. Hold on. Something's in my eye. Alright, we're gonna pan away from this. We're gonna go to the Queen. And it should just like appear. Basically, it appears out of thin air. It's called magic. That's aviation. It's magic. No umbrella means no hat. That's the strat. Can we even see it yet? I don't think I can see it. I think I panned too early. I wonder if I can see it through the hangar. See its tail. No way. Yeah, okay. Well, I can see its nose now, so we're good. I think on my first ever stream, this was the first heavy I caught. Back in the day. No, we're not doing this. I was doing some summer work, and so one of the things I had to read was on the New York Times, so I made an account, and now they're bombarding me with emails. So we will I remember the days there used to be a Korean Air Cargo 777 freighter that we would always race to see who comes first. Do we go live first or does it land? And I also remember back in the day we would always, I don't know if a race, it would always be up in the air, literally and metaphorically, whether or not Lufthansa cargo would come here to the west or the east. I don't even think we get Lufthansa cargo anymore. I think that's a myth. Like, I think it's done. Because basically, they used to stop here before going to Mexico City, but now they just go straight to Mexico City. It would always be Frankfurt, Chicago, Dallas, Mexico City, and then on the way back, it was Mexico City, Dallas, Chicago. But now they just do Mexico City, Frankfurt, direct. No stoppage. When the Queen attracts all the cameras. Still pretty far. Depending on how heavy this one is, it'll either choose where it is right now, which is taxiway Yankee. It'll depart there. It'll go straight onto runway 18 left and away, or it'll go full length. But the only way to find out is to wait and see. Crossing. If it starts crossing, it's gonna make that one go around. Let's see. Let's see if it'll cross. Oh wait, it's not gonna come full length because there's a United jet in the way. Oh, this one's not going to move for a while. Well, maybe if right after this one lands, it has to go, if it wants to move. Welcome, Uncle Plane Guy saying, well, hello, Ozzy and Ozzy Dad. Walt gave you a shout out yesterday. Well appreciated by Walt. Walt and I are more of acquaintances, you know? We work towards the same cause. Just trying to put out as much live DFW as there can be. How does the screen get that dirty? I need an explanation. Like, I feel like I don't touch the screen, but it's dirty. So and I see my fingerprint, so it has to get dirty. But I don't touch the screen. Very interesting. This beautiful queen, 20 years of age. Dude, this queen is younger than most of the 777-200s that are flying most of the international routes for American. That's sad. Because this isn't even the newest queen. This is the second newest queen. The fact that that's crazy. That's beyond my ability to think. Because from what I saw, American didn't buy any 777Xs. So it's not like they're waiting on a new fleet. I don't know. Quite confusing, isn't it? This is the U.S. Airways Heritage livery on board an American Airlines A321. It used to be that they were on A319s, all the special liveries, and so it would actually be like a U.S. Airways aircraft or a Legany aircraft or a PSA Airways aircraft. Now they are on American aircrafts only. Actually, that's just like totally incorrect. This one's literally a U.S. Airways aircraft, but the other ones are correct. I can guarantee you that. I saw a video about it. Maybe not the U.S. Airways, but the other ones for sure. Nah, that's crazy. They're shutting down, like they're closing off a portion. Whoa. They're closing off a portion of the main road, right? They're doing the construction for the switching the ramps from being from being left exits to right exits. So they're closing off a segment of basically where Terminal B is over the weekend. And so they're saying a detour is you can take a lap around the airport and try again. Which, I don't know if y'all know, but like, you'd basically be passing by the plaza, but doing just like a lap around the airport, around the perimeter of the airport, adds a solid 15 minutes of driving. That's crazy. That should not be allowed. Bro's tripping, dude. Bro actually chose to film an A320. There's the Queen. Did my filming skills just go down the drain or what, bro? I can't film right now. What is going on, dude? So you just can't get to Terminal B? Or I don't know. Luckily I'm not flying. That's all I gotta say. The 777 flight 132 off to Dublin now lit up on the radar. See, how old was the 747? 20 years old. This 777 off to Dublin is 24 years of age. That is beyond me.
No, that's mine. You want?
Okay, thank you. Yo, Finnair's actually tripping. What are you doing? Why did you detour? What was the point? There was no reason for your detour. If there was a storm, I understood, but there's not. Spoilers up, reversers out. It's still pushing back. So much construction going on in DFW, it's crazy to me. See, my question is why, obviously I understand in a city, obviously I understand in an area where there is lots of locomotive traffic. But I don't understand why they require to have the sirens on a road where there's literally nobody. Also, I don't know what I just watched. I just watched an ambulance stop at a stop sign during an emergency. I thought if you're in an emergency, you basically just need to have the fastest path to the location of the emergency. Like I thought you're just like allowed to like not stop at stop signs. Oh. Dude, when you filmed thousands of planes, maybe have I seen over 1 million planes in my life? Welcome, Wendy, Texas. Welcome. How are you? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I thought you're allowed to supersede some road rules to just get the fastest path to the location, right? Or am I tripping? Do planes have to stop for emergency vehicles? Question. Like, legitimate question. I don't know this. Like, if there's a flight taxiing, do you have to stop for the emergency vehicles? I don't know. Or do they still have to stop for you? Spoilers up, reversers out. Yo, Finnair, what is going on, dude? Does this look normal to you? That flight plan? It detoured, okay?
Yeah.
But then it decided to go back to the original just to turn back around. I don't know what's going on, dude. What cloud is at 30,000 feet, though? Another, yo, is there something going on with Denver? Is there something going on with United? No, this one's headed to New York. What is happening, dude? Is this happening in other airports too? Let's look at Houston. Nah, Houston's bustling, dude. Houston's absolutely going mayhem. What airport has United but is not a United hub? A lot of airports, but like think of like New Orleans. Beautiful. No. Something here? Is there a storm I don't know about? Am I about to get surprise attacked? Let's hope not. Who's lit up? Someone's got an engine fired there at UPS. Spoilers up, reversers out. Who's firing up? Yo, we're having a United Airlines party here on the west side. That's just funny at that point. Nobody's lit up down there. Okay, well that one's headed to east side, but more importantly, what is happening with United? Last time I checked, the only ones that are shutting down operations was Air Canada. When are they scheduled? Let's put it that way. Oh, okay, hour and a half. 2 hour delay. Okay, so it's not because they're early. 2 different United hubs. One's Denver, one's Newark. Oh, movement. Is there something wrong with dispatch? I think it's just moving because there's another one. I think. I don't think it's actually like... Well, now that I gave it the spotlight, it wants to depart all of a sudden. Nah, someone's firing up, dude. Someone's turning on those engines. Oh, heavy coming from the east side. Headed to Los Angeles by 1972. We literally traded heavies. We gave them Dublin and we got the Los Angeles triple. Honestly, fair trade. 777-300 for 777-300. No complaints. Wait, 777-200 for 777-200. Still no complaints. 777 lit up flight 80 headed to London Heathrow. That one a 777-300. It is quite bright out right now. Wow, it feels like a United hub out here. Who was it that called it the football, which makes so much sense. If you take away the wings and the tail, the plane literally looks like a football because of its size. And I haven't seen another aircraft that looks like a football. I'll show you the 800. That's a 737-700, and the 800 doesn't look like a football. It looks like a normal plane. Looks exactly like a normal plane. Just the 737-700. Spoilers up, reversers out. There's the 777-300 pushing back. And somehow the 777 just literally passing through every single plane. Did you say E-jet? Not E-jet. A private jet. Is there? Oh, there is. Look at that. Absolutely tiny compared to commercial airliners. Water. Welcome, Neil W. Welcome. How are you? Oh. What was it? When was it? Who wasn't Air France? It was Japan. I have a picture of it. Japan Airlines. The flight that once used to be a 777-300ER, now the A350-1000. Totally fine with that change. I think beautiful change, but you know, not everyone thinks the same. So it came in really late, so it departed really late. So it departed at golden hour, and it just reminds me, because this 777 is exactly in the spot at the exact same color of lighting that the Japan Airlines was, and so it reminds you of the days. We used to have the A380 depart in daylight until I think Qantas announced that they were going to bring their A380 before British Airways announced they were going to seize the A380 from DFW. I think. Because I think I remember talking to Ozzy Dad about how it's going to be sick that we're going to have two A380s in one airport. And I was talking about how we were going to one-up Houston. Because obviously Houston also gets the A380. They just get the Emirates one. And I was like, yo, we're finally going to be better than Houston. And then we're just not. So I was very much confused, and now you know, obviously now seeing the A380 back at the gate, always a pleasant sight. But thinking about it, just having to, you know, British Airways would come in at 4 and leave at 8. So the turnaround time is 4 hours, we'll say. I think it came in at 4:05 or 4:15, something like that. And it departed at 8:30, 7:30, something like that. It was between 3.5 to 4 hours, like, turnaround time. And so that's insane because in comparison, we'll put it this way, in comparison, the Qantas arrives at 12:15, you know, midday, pretty much, noon, and departs at 10:40. So you have 10.5 hours of the plane just sitting on the ground. And that's the only downside. I was expecting, so they moved up. The Sydney flight once came in at 10 in the morning, and now it's coming in at 12. So they pushed the departure time back 2 hours, or the, I guess, arrival time? I don't know, depending on whether you're from Sydney or from here. But the departure time out of here wasn't changed, and I was like super confused. Because there is also another Qantas flight to Melbourne, and that one departs at 8:30. So it's not like they can't, and that one arrives at like 5 in the morning to Melbourne. But so my point is they could totally do that flight. In other news, a 777 freighter Aerologic flight 466 coming in from Frankfurt, now 18 minutes out. We have American Airlines flight 153 from London Heathrow, now 26 minutes out. We have Finnair, the A350-900 flight 21, 17 minutes out, and American 81, the 777-300 from London, 25 minutes out. In the next half an hour, 4 heavies will be making their way down to the big O, you know, they call Dallas the Big D, the big O DFW. Spoilers up, reversers out.
Check with us.
Yeah, okay.
When is about to land?
I'm on flight radar. I'm like learning, and it's this one.
So, after midnight. Right?
No, in like the next 20 minutes.
Ah. Okay.
You're probably looking at how much time there's left for the flight.
Yeah.
He's there.
Yes. No, he'll tell me something is like 1700, and I'm like, Google. I'm like, I don't know what 1700 means. So, I think he's gonna be on the right.
Do you know where he's coming from?
Evansville, Indiana. So
It's a toss-up.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know. So, I don't know how to listen to the air traffic control.
They have it playing.
But I don't understand it. That's my problem.
You can listen out for the flight number.
Okay, and then
if you hear it, then it's probably, you know.
Are y'all live streaming?
We are.
You can join us, and then you can show him later
Yeah.
his arrival.
Yeah. What's your YouTube name?
It's all one word, no caps.
Okay.
ozgaming9.
ozgaming9.
Yeah.
Is there a space in between 9? Or?
No.
Okay.
One word.
Okay. Wait. Are you out here often?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty often. No, he'll definitely land on this side.
On this side?
Yeah,
Okay.
because his terminal is right there, right in front of us. the one closest to us, and so usually these regional jets, they'll come over here.
That's what I thought.
So he's the pilot?
Yeah. He was like, I'm the one flying this route. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. No
We
problem.
definitely will be watching whenever he's going.
Well, since we've been back, second envoy aircraft that we have a spotter here piloting the flight. Spoilers up, reversers out. What were you explaining about Terminal F? What were you explaining about Terminal F?
No, she wanted to know if in case she's going to land
Yeah.
on the east, where she can go there to look at it. And I told her that now it's not much accessible because of the work and everything going on with that.
I mean, it's kind of true. I think our, you know, the American Airlines cargo, we just don't stream there because it's private property, but
Right.
you could totally like see it from there. Now the east side's trash though, I ain't gonna lie. Welcome John Browman. Saying good evening from Fort Worth, glad to see some of my Metroplex air traffic in action. Do a bit of a plane watching myself at Fort Worth Municipal, is that what it is? Love general aviation stuff. Well, you know, Fort Worth is definitely the airport to go. See, if we wanted to see general aviation, if we wanted to see a mix of both general and commercial, we'd probably go to Love Field. But if we wanted to see just general, we'd probably go to Addison. Addison has a really good amount of general aviation in Dallas. I have a very, you know, a lot of times executives, government officials, we'll put it that way, go to Fort Worth Meckham. That's it, not municipal. And they actually, so for example, there was a Belgian Air Force aircraft, and it didn't go to Addison, didn't go to Love Field, didn't come here. You'd expect maybe Fort Worth Alliance Airport because, you know, after all, that's an Air Force base, or at least a training facility. I don't know if it's an Air Force base. I know it has something to do with Air Force. There's a lot of Air Force traffic there. But no, they went to Fort Worth. And that's not the first time. There were, I also saw some Spanish government also came over there. Interesting. For example, most of those, you know, besides Air Force One, obviously, but most of the government officials, whether it's for here or whether it's from the United States or from outside, they arrive at Love Field. That's so trippy, bro. That's actually trippy. Nah, I can't. I'm not used to seeing the A380 there. Spoilers up, reversers out. When was it? Last year, 2 years ago. Welcome, J-Ro, welcome. Well, a couple I don't know if it was a year ago or 2 years ago. I think it was a year ago. Previous President Joe Biden took Air Force One over here. And I remember scrambling to try and catch that, just a picture of it. And somehow I got lucky enough to catch it in golden hour. And the picture I have has to be the best photo of an aircraft I've ever taken in my life. Just the lighting, the clarity, you know. There's a specific time, it's a little bit before now, where the sun no longer has its heat haze, you know, as a huge issue here, like for spotting with a camera. But there's still enough light to where you get a really clear shot. And it's a very, very nice picture. Will traffic hold? Is Aerologic actually gonna go to the east? Nah, I'm actually, welcome Dale, welcome. Dude, I'm actually not gonna take this. Nah. Aerologic, I would like you, please, to make an appearance here on the west side. So yeah, that's why we need more traffic from Asia as a whole, whether it's from India, Singapore, Vietnam, you know, Taipei, Air China. We already have Korea and Japan. But yeah, there's a whole market there to explore. Malaysia, Thailand. Although I don't think Thailand, like Thai Airways, flies here. As in the United States as a whole. I don't think so. They used to pre-COVID, but I don't think they did post-COVID. I think they stopped. I believe that's a max right there. All right, Finnair number 4 for arrival. Low-key Aerologic, you can make it, dude. You can make it. You can make it in the queue. Nah, please. Please, dispatchers, please. I beg. It'll make his taxi time so much shorter. It'll genuinely make its taxi time so much shorter. Nah, it wants to go. It wants to go east, dude. Why? What benefit? Nah, like. What benefit, Aerologic? What benefit, dude? What have you gained by the fact that you lined up with the 17s? Nah, dude. That's devastating. Dude. The gap is built for you. Oh, Iberia as well. Hold on. The entitled E175 will take its slot. That's actually devastating, dude. I don't understand. No, this Milwaukee flight's going to the east side. No? Or are they gonna head to the east side? Finnair upgraded to 12 times a week, I believe, from 7. They used to be daily. Did they? Or did they go from 5 to 12? Anyway, the point is, this is the second daily flight of today. Hold on, we do have the Aerologic 777 coming in on the east side. Yeah, I need a shave. Understood. We'll get a better shot as it comes over here to the east side. Whoa. Good morning to ya. Dad, look at this. You see the two 777s lining up, one on the west, one on the east?
Mm-hmm.
Look at where it's coming from. Look at where it's coming from. You see that?
They started at the same time?
They departed 7 minutes apart. That's actually funny. That's actually funny. That's actually funny. Number 3 for arrival here on the west side, a 777-300ER coming in from London Heathrow, flight 81. Following it, number, 10 for arrival here on the west side, Iberia flight 363 coming in from Madrid. Yo, there's some sort of thing that all these planes are scared of up in the sky above Oklahoma. Taking all the heavy traffic our way. No complaints. Yeah, number 2 for, but not here, it's on the east side.
It's going to the east?
Yeah.
Maybe until. Are you sure it's going to the east?
Couldn't be more sure. The radar doesn't lie.
East side. The east.
We can still catch it though. We can still catch it though.
It's going to catch it.
That one over there. The far light.
Yeah.
Not. There she is. Well, I've never tried to get an E175 on the east side, that's for sure. Or E170, make it smaller. Never tried to get one of those on the east side. And to go from one of the smaller commercial jets to one of the bigger ones. And pretty up close. You know, Uzi Dad, if you ever tried to film an E170 on the east side, you'd understand how hard it is to get it that stable. It didn't look that stable, but it is quite hard to even get it that stable. Let's just say that here on the west side, a lot easier to get some good shots. You know, if it was here on the west side, I'd be able to zoom in into the cockpit, but can't do that on the east side. Again, this is flight 81, I believe, coming in from London Heathrow. The 777-300ER G90s will be roaring in front of us. Roared by Katy Perry in like 10 seconds. Enjoy. Spoilers up, reversers out. Let those GE90s breathe. I'm joking. After all these years, I've never heard the crinkling of the chip bag. How do you do it? Yes. To answer the question in short, no snacks. When I am on the air, there is no munching. The most that you'll hear is maybe a gulp of water, and maybe. I try to keep it as silent as possible because at the end of the day, I am live. Nobody just wants to hear me just snacking. They want to hear the planes, so. Alright, let's see if I can catch this 777 better than I did. Yeah, nah. It's a whole different world trying to catch a 777 on the east side than it is to catch an E170. The size difference is insane. That's why back in the day, now I'm kind of used to it, but back in the day, you'd always hear me at the end of streams, you'd always hear me debating those, yo, where am I getting dinner? But it's also really hard to find a spot to get dinner because it's like 10:30 at night and nobody wants to, Number 3 for arrival, Iberia flight 363, coming in from Madrid, landing here on the west side. Not gonna lie, this sunset / golden hour has been kind of insane. We had Finnair, 777 from London and Iberia, and I just got another 777, and we had Aerologic. I think because of me wanting to eat so late and loving Chipotle so much, Chipotle extended their hours. The location closest to us, it used to close at 10, I think. And so even if we ended a stream at 9:30, we wouldn't get there in time. But now they extended to 11, and so they're not gonna serve me fresh guac, but they'll serve me some food. Spoilers up, reversers out. That is for certain. Am I gonna stay for QF8? I want to. But there is one slight condition stopping me from that, and that is called, on Wednesday, I went for my annual doctor checkup, and I got 2 shots that I needed to, and one of them, each one was done on a different arm. The one on my right, she could have just not done it, I don't know. But I don't feel anything. The nurse did a great job. On the left, it is hurting very bad. So, it's also, if the filming is a little bit, shaky, just understand that my left arm is not doing fantastic. So, we're trying. By we, I mean I'm very much trying to stay alive. But if we will end the show early and not get it, it's probably because of that. Spoilers up, reversers out. But there's the A380, if y'all were wondering. There she is. Or, there he is, king of the skies. The big kangaroo. I thought that was genius. Obviously, we all know the Qantas tail is a kangaroo. And while we were out here filming the A380's arrival, I was hearing someone refer to it by the kangaroo. And that's genius. It's the king of the skies, and it's a kangaroo, That's what Qantas are known for. Spoilers up, reversers out. Yo, play that back. Play that back. Nah, don't tell me it was laggy, bro. Nah. Hold on. I'm watching this in replay. Look how smooth this landing was.
Beautiful.
I don't think the passengers know they're on the ground. I'm gonna be honest. Don't think passengers know that they're on the ground. That was unreal. Alright, Azad. Maybe the Qantas flight, maybe. Like the one off to Melbourne. I'm gonna have to drink your water too, you know.
How do you feel?
90% of my body, excluding the arm, phenomenal, you know, Friday. The left arm, absolutely disastrous. No, I don't understand how that's allowed. Like, that shouldn't be allowed. Ooh, Aero Logic, hold on. Hold the horse, as the good old saying says. Aero Logic, the flight we saw land earlier there on the east side, now making its way to the cargo terminal here on the west. We saw a National Airlines 747 do the same thing. Will they depart? I don't know. What I do know is that we're supposed to have a flight from Chicago arrive. Let's see when that one is making its way down. I forgot when it was supposed to be though. I think it was supposed to be before. I think it was delayed. Yeah. Nice. Hour and a half delay. Appreciate that. Obviously for cargo it doesn't matter, you know. As long as cargo gets there somewhat on time, it's on time. Okay, what I do want to see as this one arrives, I do want to see, we had the 7-4 land earlier. I want to see if it finally recognizes that it's national airline cargo. Or if it's still not registered as landing here. It is not. Flight radar does not recognize that it is here on the ground. Where'd the charger go? Did you put the charger away?
What?
Where's the phone charger?
Which charger?
There's the phone charger. Where'd it go?
Ah, it's here.
Welcome, Robbie Batista.
It was
That, yeah, that.
You want it?
Yeah.
Ah, sorry.
I was saying how long I can last without the charger, because I don't really like having the charger in because it heats up my phone like crazy. But we're kind of getting, we're getting into some risky territory. I know we have an arrival. Qantas flight 22 headed back to Melbourne. The Dash 9 Dreamliner making the long, about 15-hour trek back to the land down under. Anyway, it'll push back once that beer reaches the gate. Have I ever done a stream in Boston? I have not. I don't think I have ever been to Boston in my life. Have I ever been to Boston, Ozzy Dad?
What?
Have I ever been to Boston? I don't think I've ever been to Boston.
I was.
Was I?
You?
I don't think I was.
I don't think so.
It's not Boston.
It's close.
No, not really.
No?
No. Boston is Harvard.
Oh,
Yale is like north of New York. Wait, that's close to Boston.
Close to Boston.
Am I tripping? Where's New Haven? It's kind of close. I don't know. I don't know if I'd call that close. Yo, color right now on that tail is looking insane, dude. That's insane. Spoilers up, reversers out on the 7.3. Wait, that's actually insane, dude. Weighted sandbags. I want that for the tripod. I wonder if sandbags are expensive. Like, they shouldn't be. It's literally just a bag filled with sand. Could go down to Galveston and get some sand for free. And unfortunately, currently at this moment, I cannot tell you any flight information because my flight radar is currently looking at New Haven, not DFW. So it'll be a minute. Hold on. Spoilers up, reversers out. Okay, let's head back to Dallas. Any heavies? Anything? Or has everything arrived? I guess departures from now on. Qantas. Oh. Cessna Super Cargo Master. Oh. Everyone's in shock. Imagine. Wait, that MD-11's low-key getting ready to go. Hold on. Am I tripping? I'm not. I have no clue where the landing gear. Oh, but the stairs are still connected. Maybe, you know? Spoilers up, reversers out. Nah, it sounds like it wants to leave, that UPS. Dreamliner off to O'Hare, flight 2988, pushing back from Terminal D. RNAV to depart. RNAV. Oh, an adventure of Sam. Let's check on Viva Aerobus. It is arriving in about an hour. Depends what shortly means. Yes, flight 2988 headed off to Chicago is on the move right now. And Qantas flight 22 headed back to Melbourne in Australia is now pushing back from the gates at Terminal D. I'm surprised I've lasted 2 hours. I'm gonna be honest with you, Ozzy Dad. Monday though, for sure, like we're catching the A380. If I don't today, we're catching it on Monday. We have to. At least before I go back to school, you know? Tuesday's gonna suck as a day. I go back on Wednesday, so Tuesday, you know, last day of summer is always that like day where it's just, you know, it's over, but it's not yet over. You know what I'm talking about? Welcome, Charles D. Welcome. Qantas has pushed back, so we get 2 Qantas flights a day. One from Sydney and one from Melbourne. I think the Melbourne one's not daily yet. It will be daily very soon though. As of December, October, one of the two, it'll be daily. So the A380 comes in every other day, and it's to Sydney, and then we get the Dreamliner to Melbourne. Spoilers up, reversers out. I wonder why there's no flights from here to Manchester. You know, when thinking about it, I feel like Manchester, there'd be demand. For example, there's this Aer Lingus is Irish in its core, but they have a UK sector, which they fly 2 flights, something like that. One from Manchester to Orlando, and then one of them is Manchester, New York, I think. I feel like Manchester would go great from here. I don't know. Although that wouldn't be British Airways, I don't think. It would be like another airline. It would either have to be American who would do it, or a separate airline. I think I want to change cameras, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, Z-Dot, I want to change cameras. Yeah, it's it's very not, like... I wonder if I still have the, I don't think I have it on here. Yeah, I definitely don't have it on here. Alright, we're just gonna have to... Oh, I didn't unplug the, very good.
You need this?
Yeah. It'll look better as Z-Dot, I think.
It's connected to the...
Yeah. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna switch cameras real quick. Oh. Alright, stand by, y'all. Give me 30 seconds. Hold on. Uh-oh. There goes the HDMI. Where's the HDMI cord? Whoa. I think it looks better. What do we say, Ozzy-Dot? Does it look better?
I think so, yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's still pixely. Timmy Tushu, you know, you can compare. What do you think what looks better on your side? Which one? This one or the other one? Ooh, go around. There it goes. Going back up. Was not prepared for that. Oh, I thought that was a flight. Never mind. Okay, there's a United arrival coming in from Houston. Welcome, William. Welcome. Saying tuning in from New York. Welcome in. Well, it looks like for the next half an hour-ish, it'll be quite quiet here at the airport. So I think for tonight, we're gonna call it. On Monday, I can assure you, I should be back to 100%, and I should be able to last out here until the Qantas departure.
End of summer break special.
I guess so. I guess we'll do a solid 4.5-hour stream that day.
Okay.
But tonight, we're gonna call it, you know. It has been fun. I'm glad that I was able to test this new camera. Or, it's not new. It's not new. It's mostly like, you know, you always gotta try out, see what's better, see what works more, see all that. And, you know, I think it's more clear. A lot of people were complaining, or some, I don't know about a lot, that it was very pixely, and I think this is not as pixelated, and it's a little bit more clear. So I think it'll work for us, you know, and so next time you'll see us back on the air will be Monday, of course. I cannot guarantee y'all that Wednesday I'll be live. I can guarantee y'all that Friday, so in a week I'll be live as well. But Monday for sure. You know, if on Wednesday I'm feeling it, you know, you can always check back here. Y'all know 6:30 p.m. is when our start time is. So if I will be live, just check back at around like 6:30, 6:45, see if there's anything. But look forward for Monday. Monday is going to be quite the nice show. You know, it'll be the last one of my summer, so we'll be able to enjoy pretty late, you know. We'll probably be here until like 11. I mean, if we're already that late, we might wait for, I don't know if Cathay comes that day though. I think Cathay comes on Monday. So there'll be a lot of fun stuff. I don't think we've ever stayed that late to see those flights. And yeah, so until next time, the good old saying, spoilers up, reversers out. And we will see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone. And we will reconvene in 72 hours. A little bit less, like 70. Good night, everyone.